I wonder if they see the sparkle in your eyes. I wonder if they know that I'm not your guy. I wonder if they see that you don't belong to me. Wish that you could be mine.
What's up, everyone? What up, people? Joe Fucarino in the house. In the studio, we got Mr. Zane.
Hello, everybody.
There
How's it
he
going?
is.
Super crisp.
You sounding super crisp.
Super crisp. Shout out to Crispy.
Yeah, shout out to Crispy, yo. All right. There we fucking go. Wasn't even an intentional shout out, but shout out to you, bro. Go follow him and go follow the Crispy brand. All right. So what's up, bro? Where you been?
I've been celebrating Thanksgiving.
I feel like I haven't seen you in a while.
I know. It's been one of those long distance relationships, even though you see me
All the time.
But what was I gonna say? Nah, man, let's talk about this damn Clubhouse thing. Just get out of the way before
get
we
it
get
out the
into
way?
the therapy topics.
The therapy topics.
What's going on? Can you tell me? Because people have been telling me, like, you know, it's like select a few. So now everyone knows about it, but the people who aren't, I see them posting it, and I'm like, what's going on?
What is this?
What is
Somebody
this?
did this.
I mean,
Somebody did this.
Somebody did this.
So I heard about it through Twitter and through the Joe Budden podcast. It's called Clubhouse. It's just a new app. So I've been telling all my local friends and creatives to try to jump on it. Like, so you could sign up, and then supposedly whenever they're ready, they saying they'll give access, or you know, you have friends and family, they get one invite. So one invite only. All right. And people can share that with you. But no, it seems really, really dope for creatives, man. That's what it's really mainly for, I think, right now, is creatives and entrepreneurs, you know, and people that are going to be feeding the soil.
You know what's wild about that is the exclusivity. Exclusivity.
Try to say that 5 times really
right?
fast.
Craziness. Of that, you only could invite one. That's the greatest marketing tactic I've ever heard of in my life. I mean, it's been used before, but this is probably one of the. It's like because it's blowing up now, and we notice it because when IG had, it was only on iPhones, and that was at the time when they dropped it. iPhones was like the hottest thing out.
Yeah.
And I was like, iPhones came out 2009, right?
Yeah.
And now they were about like 3 years in, and it was only exclusive for that, but it wasn't as big as it was today. It wasn't being used as it was today. I feel like IG plateaued, and there's a lot of shit going on the app. I feel there's too much things going on. Like YouTube, you post a video, done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instagram just got a lot of shit going on, and I feel like people are just overwhelmed. They just want to post a video, laugh, and move on. They got too many things going on.
I mean, I like how it's going, man. I like the direction. I like Instagram's direction on everything. I mean, it's really what you use it. I mean, everything has its different. I mean, I could have did without the reels.
Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool, but it's like, make another app. Like IG, how about you make another app? You know what I'm saying?
Well, the reason why they don't want to, no one would want that is because you're starting over with followers. Like this app, app you're starting over, but it's a different concept, so that's why I like it. It's a whole different thing. It's audio.
Oh, you talking about the Clubhouse?
Yeah, so that's why I think it's dope, because it's something completely different. It's audio only. It's not like Instagram. You know. Why would I want to go? Like, if that was the case, could have just went to
Instagram is trying to do it, so that just adds to the pot of doing too much.
I don't know.
It's doing too much. Like, yo, I just want to post a video, like post a picture, add a filter, and then that's it, and move on my day. Now I gotta worry about all. It's becoming overwhelming, is what I'm saying. Yeah, it gives me lots of options, but I feel like there's a lot of things going on. They're gonna have to take some stuff out. That's what I feel.
I mean, I think it's going to be one of those things like Facebook, man. Facebook has a lot.
Facebook has a lot of stuff going on, but it was for the older crowd.
No, it was. It's people still young use it, and to be honest with you, there's a lot of things on Facebook, and people forget about that. There's a lot of stuff on Facebook.
You said forget, or people just don't care?
No, it's just I think people don't make a big deal about it on that. Like people just use what they want to use on there. Like now, I pretty much just use Messenger and Facebook groups.
Now,
but there's still
what's the
so
age
many
group
things
that people are using, like the age groups
of what for Facebook.
Yeah,
it's not
the youngest.
It's not young kids anymore,
and that's
it's
what
probably
grows.
26 and older. But the young kids are going for the Instagram and going for the Snapchat. The real young kids, but adults and people like us, we're using still Facebook and stuff like that. Like there's so many things on Facebook, man. There's Facebook dating, there's Facebook Marketplace, there's the like I said, the gaming, right? The gaming, the groups, the Messenger, the ad, like there's so many different things. So I mean, Instagram is just going to evolve to that. What I'm waiting for Instagram to do is full video.
What you mean?
Like
They already have that.
Like better IG stuff, IGTV stuff. Like they need to enhance that. I think once they enhance that,
I think they need to monetize.
Yeah.
I don't think they're not.
Well,
they're not.
That's going to come with the they're going to come with the enhancing. So once I feel like they enhance that, which I think that's going to be the next thing they do. I mean, Reels, I think that was just something quick and easy.
You know what it is? I think the monetized thing throws a lot of people off. Like you ever? All right, let me put it this way: you ever go in a class and then the teacher says, "This class, there's no grades." How do you act in that class? It's less anxiety, right? I feel like the monetization is like grading system, and it puts people off. Like TikTok, you make a video, it blows up, you're cool, that's dope, you laugh, you move on, right? There's no monetization on there. I feel like once you start to add that, now you start to do things because you know you're going to get something in return. You know what I'm saying? You're not posting just to post, you're posting because you're gonna get paid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? YouTube, I post on there because I like being on YouTube because I learn from YouTube. And I just, sometimes I post videos on there, short films on there, just for people to enjoy it. The last thing in my mind is like monetization, because then I know I'm not going to create for me. I'm going to create for people that I don't even know. And Clubhouse, I think, is cool because it's audio and it's not based on right now it shows no likes, which I like.
Yeah, of course.
I think once and it would be pointless to add the like system, but like I'm cool with that. Just talk.
Yeah.
If you got something to say it.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they're doing right now. Clubhouse is just audio based, so it's kind of like chat rooms back in the day. Chat rooms were simple, just writing, but this is talking. And what I really like about it is that it kind of gives another platform to like podcasters and stuff, and also to like podcasters that almost like kind of don't want to take their stuff too seriously.
Yeah, I mean, granted, if you
it depends. There's so many different avenues to it though. Like that either could be for podcasters that don't take it too seriously, or for serious podcasters that want to network. Like I see me on that app probably every day.
Yeah, I see it as a networking.
It's going to be a huge
and
networking.
Learning from the greats that you're not in the room with and whatnot. And then honestly, it's perfect now since this whole COVID shit's going on that it makes it easier to like I could be in the room. But here's what will definitely F it up. They haven't yet to create this yet, and you're gonna hear it here first. You want me to say it?
Say it.
I mean, you're gonna edit it anyway.
Maybe
it's gonna be a VIP option.
And
it's going to be linked like, how OnlyFans is? It's going to be the same thing. If you want the exclusive chat room, then you got to pay for
like a Patreon.
Like a Patreon. Except
yeah. I see that easily.
And that's going to be for the celebrities. So it's like a concert, except it's going to be a selected room. Like I could have I don't have to be there. So people pay to be in this space, this virtual space, to hear me talk with other celebrities without having a venue or lighting. You don't have to worry about lighting. You don't have to worry nothing. Yeah. All you have to do is just listen.
Well, that's what people are doing straight up conferences on this thing. I'm hearing like people are doing like master classes. on this app. You know, people are really, really. I mean, there's a lot of just not like nonsense and like fun stuff. You know, there's a lot of fun conversations on there, but there's also like a lot of good networking right now. Obviously, you know, we'll see how long that lasts, because once it gets to a point where there's going to be so many people on there, it's just going to, you know, it's going to go away. Just like how Facebook was. Facebook started invite only.
I don't even know how I got invited. I think, you know what?
Well, no, by the time we were on, it was just a free fall already.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say,
No.
I remember who put me on.
Yeah, no, I remember too, but that it was already popping for like 3 years before we actually.
I got it in 2006.
Yeah,
but I never touched it until I graduated.
Oh no, I touched it right away. Pause. We were on it pretty quick. I remember me, Slacky, and like Jamie. Like we all signed up.
What
like,
year was that?
Middle school.
It was what? It came out in middle school?
No, I'm lying. I think freshman year.
So then
we
got mine.
We were in a keyboard typing class. I'll never forget it because we signed up online in school.
Okay, so then that means I got mine senior year then. So I got mine 2000. I think I got mine 2007.
Okay, so Facebook was released 2004. Yeah, that was freshman year.
So I got mine 2007, I think, because
we were on it shortly after. It said
that's wild.
It was February 4th, 2004.
And you said invite only.
I mean, I think
for the people who started.
Probably before this release day, it was probably invite only, or it started invite only for like 2 months, and then it probably launched out. Because I'm saying 2004 to 2005 was our freshman year. So actually, it looks like if it started 2004, we were on it within a year. Because I remember freshman year, it was me and Chris. We all signed up at the same time. Me, Chris, Jamie. We signed up at the same exact time, and we were on it. And then it was, you know, it was a wrap from there. It was just kept blowing up.
So right now we have like at least 40. Let's say 50. It's like 50,000 people on the app.
Hold on, we got Nat coming in.
Word.
Yo, we got Nat in the building.
Hi.
Hey.
What's up?
All right, cool.
Oh, we got guitar.
Wait. Hold up. Nat got a special talent? No.
Do you know what I'm like? I'm like an iceberg. Or how my teacher once described me, like an onion, but I like the iceberg analogy better.
Yeah,
Nat, don't tell me. Let me find out that you can play the guitar.
Yo.
Don't. Oh,
she probably does. She sips the tea.
Wow, all these years I've known you, you ain't never pulled out a string.
You're hilarious. No, just some magic being made somewhere over there in a studio far, far away.
Oh,
yeah.
Now I was gonna take all the credit.
How are you guys? It's good to see you.
Yes, we are good. We were talking about Clubhouse. About the new app.
Okay.
Yeah, we were talking about the new app, and we were basically just kind of reminiscing then on Facebook. When did you get on Facebook?
Oh my gosh, let me see. I have to kind of think back to when I had MySpace, because I think I got on MySpace when I was like 12 or 13, maybe 13. I think I was 13. So I think Facebook was like 15, because I was tattooing already by this point, and I was like using it to promote, which is so weird now, because it's like, that's what we used it for, like, you know, just to promote.
Just factor that we cheated on MySpace. I just want to take a moment of silence.
Yeah, we did cheat. I actually just looked it up. MySpace came out 2003.
Yeah, 2003.
Wait a minute. And then Facebook dropped 2004.
Yeah, Facebook was a thing for college students, though, right?
Did we only have MySpace for like 3? Yo, that was a fast 2-3 years.
Yeah, it sure was.
You know what's crazy?
But those were the teen years.
Those are the teen years.
Well, you guys are a little bit older than me, so yeah, you guys were definitely, you were teenagers. I was like,
yeah, 13. When it came out, I had
we were 13.
It. Yeah,
we were 13 when it first came out.
And then we had the top 10, and then people feeling some type of way because they weren't in
Yo,
that top.
oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that's bad. It's true though.
I had that I had MySpace all until high school, so I didn't leave. Like Facebook was a thing when we were in high school, but like that was like later, like after, after
Yeah.
2008. But
See, I was in high
MySpace
school.
still was holding its own for like years after, and then
That's
it
crazy.
faded out for
Well,
God knows why.
Well, MySpace faded out in 0607.
You know why? I think MySpace had too many
Wait a minute.
ads. There was a lot of ads on there. Facebook didn't have ads, or did it?
No, they did, but MySpace just got real heavy. They were trying to do too much all at once.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Look at that, Joe.
Well-
wow. They didn't learn from MySpace, apparently.
Because look, we happened to mention Instagram, and Zane said Instagram is doing too much, and I said I like it. I like it that it's doing a lot, and I also, if you really look at Facebook, Facebook has a lot too. It just
Yeah.
Facebook was very subtle with it.
Yeah.
Facebook was
I
playing
think
the long
Facebook has a
game.
good system, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I feel like Facebook still, even with all the things that it has a really good system of identification, of just the usability on it. Instagram is pretty good too, but I feel like I don't know enough to have an opinion on
On what?
Instagram. I feel like I'm not well versed enough to have an opinion on Instagram.
Yo, nah, you be on there though. I should.
Listen,
Yo, I miss you on Facebook.
I feel
yo.
weird. I have really no. Oh my gosh, I see. Like I deactivated my Facebook, but I still use the Messenger,
Which is
you know,
still
for-
weird, but it
is
doesn't make
weird.
it doesn't make a difference because I be hitting you up on the Messenger anyway.
It's
So
fine.
it's just like,
yeah, it doesn't matter.
I don't remember ever sharing a post on your page. Like, do people do that anymore? Remember that people used to
That
share.
was interesting.
Remember that people used to share stuff on your page.
Yeah, like
On
hey, did you
Facebook.
see what I posted on your wall? Did you
Ye-
see what I posted?
People
on
still
your
do
wall?
that.
I don't get that.
Yeah.
People still kind of do that. I think.
Nah, because I feel like I remember be like, yo, don't be posting that on my wall, bro. because
Oh yeah.
because they didn't have
yeah,
a
I had
feed
a
at the
couple
time.
situations
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a timeline for your stats, but they never had a timeline for like other things like pictures and whatnot. That wasn't a thing. It was just like comments, no pictures. So it was like, so when you posted something on someone's wall, but yo, don't be putting me or don't be tagging me in this shit, bro. My whole family
In
saw
trouble.
that.
You're in trouble.
So this actually leads into a good topic. So I put up a video. I don't know if y'all saw my video. It was with the tools. I had
Yeah,
out.
people are like, what you mean you building the city? People get so angry when you want to like help the community. Who do you think you are helping out the
but
community?
I knew it was gonna be clickbait because I'm like, what I meant what I meant, but what I meant was I'm trying to build something so much bigger than just a house that I need mad tools. So
Yes.
if you watch the video, you know I was talking about social media being tools, right?
Yes.
And basically, you know, if someone's listening to this podcast or watching a podcast, go check out the video. But basically, like what I was really trying to say is that, you know, we're now. It's funny how we started talking about this because we didn't even mean to, but because of social media and there's so many different apps now. You know,
Yeah.
there's we're talking about Clubhouse, there's Twitter, there's Instagram, there's all these different things that I hear a lot of people, and just like kind of what you were saying right here is that Instagram's getting to be too much work or too much stuff on it. I hear different people saying, "Oh, well, I don't want to try that." Like I remember when I started talking to a few people about Clubhouse, I brought it in a group, and you remember they're like, "Nah, I'm just gonna stick to these two apps," and it's like it's cool. It's to each its own, right? But my conversation was at least to creators and
Yeah.
saying that, like, you know, it's really how you use these apps. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I think we should use them as tools. And my analogy with the measure, with the level and the hammer was that, like, you know, it's the same thing. Like, you're literally not going to be, if you're building a house, you're not going to be taking a hammer and hammering the
Yeah.
whole entire time you're building a house. Like,
course not.
you're just not going to do that, right? Same thing with a
Yes.
level. So you have to switch up and you have to know when to hammer. And like, even with a hammer, like, you're not going to just hammer to hammer. You're
course.
going to just be very precise and efficient, hammer and leave and go on to the next one. So I feel like that's kind of what we need to do with social media. You know, at least for creators or even for people who just want to use it as an entertainment. Because if it's like, if you're getting overwhelmed, I feel so much with social media, I feel like, okay, maybe now is the time to do a social media cleanse and figure out, okay, maybe I shouldn't be following all these people. Maybe let me follow, a few people that I'm just like, what are you using the tool for? Because it's a tool. If you're a creator, I feel like it's a tool to take your business to the next level. It's an amazing tool to take your business to the next level. And they all have different things you could do from it.
And that plays a major factor in why people say, "Oh, Facebook, I don't have Instagram, it's too distracting." I'm like, "What are you using it for?" Because I remember when I was using it, I didn't have like I wasn't promoting anything. I was just posting pictures and whatnot. And then I was thinking about it, like I was like, "Yo, I'm following a lot of people that aren't motivating, like me in particular."
Yeah.
Or I was just following like a lot of like vixens. Like they weren't even popular then, but like the ones that were there.
My Instagram is full of those.
Oh man,
they motivate me though.
I was just like, oh man, and I was saying to myself like it was distracting because that's all I was looking at. So then I said, you know what, I gotta clean this up. So I cleaned all that out and I started following accounts that are motivating and inspirational quotes and all that, and it changed how I saw Instagram. And it was more, I turned Instagram of more of like a teaching networking thing for me, opposed to something to suck away my attention. Cause like looking at like female, like woman bodies, like, all right, it's cool, but what did that do for me? It was like a small like burst.
I don't want to know what it
right? It was like
I don't want to know what it does.
It was like a small burst of excitement and then that's it. But like I would like to use it as a means to learn about new things, network with new artists and whatnot, promote them. But there was no Instagram story, so all I could do, like, you couldn't even share anything. You know what I'm saying? You could probably share into someone's DMs. Actually, DMs that weren't even out then.
Yeah, you're talking about when it started.
Yeah, like so it's like, where are you putting this information? You just liking it or commenting it. And then when they had DMs, that was a problem. I remember when that came out, that was a problem, man. It was crazy. And I was getting DMs left and right.
I was ready for it. I knew it. I predicted that shit. I knew it was gonna come out.
Direct message?
Oh yeah.
What?
I knew it. I predicted a lot of shit with Instagram. But I think that's just really what it is. I think it like you have to figure out how to use it as a tool. You know what I'm saying? Like on both sides. As just someone who isn't creating content, what can I get out of this? If it's entertainment, okay, what are a couple people that I'm following that I'm gonna get the entertainment from? Not a million meme accounts. You know what I'm saying? Or like, because literally, like, people kind of say like sometimes they blame social media. Yeah, social media can be very addicting, I feel.
Yeah, but you can't blame.
You can't blame.
If you gonna blame Dunkin' Donuts for having sugar?
We can't necessarily blame the tool though for being used incorrectly.
Exactly.
And I agree with both of you, because my thing with social media is my personal feeling of feeling awkward.
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying? Because what I realize is whether when I post, I get good interaction, but I'm getting emails and I'm trying to drive my attention to my website. But social media is such a good segue to get people in that particular direction and almost set yourself up for sales.
Exactly.
And that's kind of how I like to try to see it. So I'm like, fuck, I might not post. People still fucking messaging me every day. What am I doing? What am I doing? And I'm like, damn, I need to value social media a little bit more than I do these personal interactions, because social media in a way is personal interactions, just this way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And especially you and that, because of your engagement, your business would go to a whole nother fucking level. If you like really did it.
Honestly, all you and that really has to do is just do like viral comedy skits. Just tattoo comedy skits. It'll be a wrap at that point.
Not even you ain't gotta do much work.
I'm not a funny person in that way.
And that's what makes it funny.
But only to you guys, because like not everybody understands.
Hey, there's a million other people just like us out in the world, yo.
No, you're right. You're definitely right about that.
But
listen,
I mean, there's an OnlyFans for feets. I mean, if feets can make it, then anybody can make it.
Listen, I've been this close to getting there. June's been like, "Yo, just do it," and I'm like,
Nat will
I don't
never
know, fuck it, I
tattoo
might.
again.
That's the problem, and I love the tattooing and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
Honestly, you
hey,
don't even have to go crazy, Nat. Like you could literally have OnlyFans of you just standing in random places, and then people will just buy that. It's like subscribe. Like, where
Yeah.
is she gonna be next?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna put
you're so funny.
anyone that does OnlyFans, I'm gonna put y'all onto a little new trick that they're doing, right? So what they're doing now is the real poppin' ones, and they're making a lot more money like this, is they're making the subscription free, right? But then they're making the exclusive content. You got to tip or buy the exclusive content. And it actually makes out to be more money than a subscription. Because let's just say the subscription normally
It's the
is,
frequency. Yeah.
normally it's like $10 a month. But if you buy 2 posts that are $5 each, you just already made your $10. So then if you do one more post, you're already up $5 than what you would have been.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of people making more money on OnlyFans by switching it to free, and then just,
Yeah.
That's a little free consultation from Joe from Jersey Media. All right, for
Eee.
your OnlyFans.
Will it make it, or is it we gonna take this snippet and put it on OnlyFans?
Yes. So for Nat, for you, right? Have you done you don't do Facebook, right? So without any
No.
without any personal information or whatever, why don't you do that?
So what really led me to the decision to closing my Facebook account was that I noticed I was getting more frequency in messages via my personal website, but more so on Instagram. Instagram was number one for me, and I was getting more messages more frequently there. So for example, in a week I might get maybe 40 messages on my Instagram account, and on my Facebook page I would probably get 2 a week. So I said, okay, I'm getting more bookings all the way, actually people coming in this way than I am that way. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to use this to promote and then drive people to my website. And then I got rid of it in that fashion. But I feel like I wasn't really using the fan page style maybe to the best of its ability, because I definitely could have used it in a better way, because our shop website, our shop Facebook has really good interaction, and we have maybe over 100 reviews on there, which is good. But I don't know. I didn't seem as interested in it as I was in Instagram, and the sort of, how do you say, the streamlined way that Instagram was doing it. It ended up working out a little bit better for me.
Yeah, now that's on a business side. What about on more kind of a personal level? With any social media, have you ever took a break from social media, and why did you feel like you needed a break? Did you ever or no?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I definitely do it periodically. I felt like I needed a break because and maybe it's my personality or even what I do, but I think I just don't want that interaction for the time being. Because everything is an interaction. Everything is something to be contemplated and to be decided upon. And sometimes I want to disconnect from that and be able to just, say, all right, you know what, all day I'm not going to answer emails, or I'm only answering emails from this time to this time, and that's my cutoff point. Those are my boundaries. And for me, part of doing that is, cycling it in that way. So that's why I usually take breaks.
Okay, so you just to kind of pause the interaction.
Yeah, for sure, because that's mostly, if not 90% of my business is answering emails and being on this and answering people's questions and concerns in that way, and wanting to be as available as possible, but without overstretching myself. Right. So I want to give people enough leeway to be able to contact me, but not feel like I'm ignoring them or anything like that by being unreasonable with my hours of operation, if you will.
Okay. I see you. We get a gunshot.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes. Do you use social media for entertainment at all, or what personally beyond business for social media? What's that like with you?
I definitely have used Instagram to buy art or solicit work from artists. yeah, I've definitely used it in that way. I don't know, for me, buying something and committing to buying something or using it in a way of like personal, uh, I don't know, pleasure buying or supporting businesses, yeah, Instagram for me is definitely the way to go. Because normally I could find out a lot of different things through Instagram and then go to that person's website. And if
Word.
I can get to their website, that's a sale. You're more, if you
Yeah.
can get them to the website, that's a sale right there. Unless of course you're using the sale option where I guess you can,
Yeah, just buy
I
right
don't
through
know, I don't
Instagram.
know what the situation is. Yeah, I know certain things you can't sell on Instagram. Um,
Yeah, only
but
certain products.
only certain products you can't really sell on Instagram. But
Hmm.
yeah,
What about yourself? Did you have to take any social media breaks recently? I think you did. I think you tried, and then it
I
didn't
can't
last.
take no damn social media break, man. Everybody, you know, it's wild. I remember one time, I kid you not, I posted my stories all the damn time to the point where people look forward to seeing what I post on the story.
yes,
I didn't post for one damn day and people lost their damn mind. For 24 hours, I didn't post. They're like, wait, what's going on? Like, everything good? Like, hey, what's going on? I'm
Yeah.
like, it's one day. So I'm saying to myself, like, it's not that I don't want to. It's just like I feel like I've talked to a lot of people that I don't know what I'm doing for their day, but the fact that I'm talking to them might make their day. You know what I'm
yes,
saying? And most of the stuff that I be on there, it has nothing to do with business. Some has to do with business, but what ends up happening, I realize it'll be regular conversation, and it'll be going on for a long time, and then they say, hey, you know, I know somebody that needs something.
Hmm.
So it's like the long
yes,
game, but I'm not
Exactly.
even in
Yeah.
it to play that long game. It was more so like just communicating and talking and whatnot. I talk with people. You know, it's wild. I think if I were to look at the top 10, I talk to at least more than 15 people a day
Hmm.
in Instagram DMs
Yeah, exactly.
alone.
Yeah.
And most of them is just sharing memes.
Yeah, you've been on a roll with memes, man. You've been saying a lot.
yeah,
I'm like, yo, what's this guy be doing?
Yo, I've been finding the good ones on Facebook. So I've been downloading them on Facebook and I've been posting them on my story.
Yo, you need an account, man, just for memes.
I do. I should get
It'll
an
blow
account.
up. So,
I have to get yet another account.
but do you feel like that you get overwhelmed with social media?
I'm like a communication butterfly apparently, even though I'm an introvert. So it's just weird. So like there's a balance between the both of them. So the one side needs to talk, the other side doesn't need to talk. So Instagram is kind of like, okay, when you're on this social media playground, that's when you could play, and then when I'm off, I don't have to see these people no more.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the cutoff point.
Yeah.
Is I'm not. It's not like I'm sitting in a room with you, right? And
Yeah.
that's when it becomes overwhelming to me. Is when I'm in a room full of people. That's when it becomes overwhelming.
Hmm.
And then it's sometimes difficult to leave sometimes. But like with social media, I could have my social talking and then disappear.
Yeah.
Now, what about on the creative aspect? Like now, because you use it for work. Do you get overwhelmed and feel like, damn, like I gotta post more, like with that type of stuff? Do you get that overwhelming feeling?
I used to think that, but that was when I was getting a lot of traction. And then when you have a business account, they don't give your account a lot of traction, and they force you to post, but your posts are not even seen.
just
So
say I called.
well, so in retrospect, I kind of use I just post when I feel like it. So when I took my year off, and I took that before that. I just post when I feel like it.
Okay, so now you're not like really, you don't get
Yeah,
overwhelmed.
I know I need to post at least like 3 to 4 a month, but honestly,
Huh?
I talk to so many people that I don't need to post as often as I do.
Yeah, because
It's 44 something.
You're networking a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. So what would you tell those people that are getting overwhelmed with social media? Not as really as creators, but just people that are just on it who say, "Oh, I need a break," and then it's like,
I don't think you should leave if your account is a business account,
"No, I'm not even talking about for a creator.
or just people who
Just have social media. like social media kind of fatigue, like for people who just don't even use it really for business? Like, what advice do y'all have for them?
Oh, use it for business. If they don't use it
Yeah,
for
they
business.
don't.
Oh, well, honestly, I have not been in that shoes in a long time to even give advice on that.
Okay.
Because I'm always going to capitalize on whatever platform I'm
Because
on.
you're gonna know that. Yeah, you're gonna know that you actually have to capitalize. On it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to, for me, I'm not going to, I consider it, it's just me. It's personally. I'm going to say me personally. I see it's a waste of time if you're not trying to make a sale on a network of people. Like, what are you trying to do?
Close on a sale.
If you're not there to close on the sale, then maybe this is not for you. That's me. That's my personal point of view.
But a lot of people use it for entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's for a laugh.
Or for people just to communicate with others, to network without networking. Like they like to network with their friends on Facebook and stuff like that.
Yeah, it could be also something that is part of your hobby. For example, like a place like Reddit.
That's
where
a
you can
dark
pick
place.
different. It can be, but YouTube could be too, and Twitter could be too. And I think just going back to what Joe was saying, they're also tools. You know what I'm saying? And this is just the manner in which people choose to use them. And luckily there's some filters we could probably use to get more content that's a little bit more in to our interests. But I think you guys make some great points, because I mean. Listen, I totally understand. But, there are a lot of aspects of social media that, how would you say, have value in the ways that we shape conversations. And we can't discount that ever, So I do think that there is a sense of importance in social media, because, I mean, it's our equivalent of a newspaper in some ways,
Yeah. I think even deeper than that. It started out like the newspaper. Now it's like,
for some people it's a lifeline. For some people, this is the thing that helps get them through the day. So, I mean, hey,
what's up, Mello?
Yeah, you saw that, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
she's
I'm
smoking. And he just slowly
out of here.
I'm not trying to miss a beat. This coffee.
Oh, that's coffee? Damn, it's like 6:33.
That's when you need it for the second half of the
this is my
day.
first coffee. I didn't have coffee actually earlier, and I went on a walk, got some coffee and all that, and I'm like, I need this coffee so that way, I'm like this. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, no, like internally, I'm like, yes, but externally, I'm falling apart. So I'm like,
you look great, Nat. Stop.
Thanks. It's food. It's food.
The food.
Food will save. I got June about you going to pick up some food.
I actually made pizza this weekend. I made pizza and taco quiche.
Oh, that sounds
I was
delicious.
chefing
But-
like
Chef Z.
I brought some pizza for Joe, so we'll find out.
Word. And I gotta make him some of my fresh pizza. I haven't made my fresh pizza like in a long time. But pizza's fun to make. It just takes a long time because you gotta wait for the dough to rise. So like you gotta remember to put the dough out, let it rise, feel it, and once it rises,
that's that fancy shit. I just get the pre-made dough. I got that pre-made crust. You know what I'm saying? Man, we ain't that advanced with that. I'll put the toppings of the sauce on that motherfucker, but
he got the pre-made. Hey,
that dough's on another level. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna take it away. I'm not
Whatever.
gonna take it away from you. Hey, you made it though. You made it. But yeah, like yo. That's all right. I got y'all. I'll
just
teach
make
you.
the crust and I'll put the stuff on there, and I'll be it.
I got you. No, but pizza's work.
It is work.
Like when you want
quiche is
It
work.
is.
You think that's work? Quiche is
Hold
work.
on, hold on. How'd you do the cheese? Did you grate the cheese yourself?
What? Joe, I just told you I
He
got
said I'm
pre-made.
throwing it in the bag.
I got it in the bag, man.
He's like, so did you boil the mozzarella?
And I was just asking.
Did you
and
milk
then-
the cow to make the cheese?
Whoa. Grating cheese is not that difficult. Yo,
No, listen, I understand. I get it.
Nah, but-
you guys are so funny.
no, but I'm serious. Let me just teach y'all something, right? Because
Oh my god!
when you grate the cheese, you actually when you get it that small and thin, it's because cheese melts really, really funny. So when you have those thick pieces, it's just you're gonna have like randomly
Globs.
big globs. Yeah, like of cheese.
I know.
You know how it is. Like,
I know,
you cook.
I know. Listen, it's okay. Listen,
So that's
I
the
know.
only reason why I'm talking my shit is because you should know, like, when you cook, you only want to use that for certain foods. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, the way it melts, like pizza, if you want it to melt very, very thin across, so when you bite on it, it's not like a whole glob doesn't just fall off.
That's good to know.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Just,
I gotta use that thick cheese that I bought because I had
You
to
gotta
grade
use it one way
it
to
because they
then-
had fine ones and they had the thicker ones, and I didn't know. I was like, all right, put the thicker ones. I want more cheese. So I didn't know the fucking art form to it.
No, it's a sign. But either way, now I bet that should look popping.
No, bro, you don't understand. Like, I experimented. I put I put tomato, then cheese, then put the meat in the middle, and then I put the cheese on the top. So it's like it felt like it was like a deep dish thin pizza. It was fucking, bro.
And he's lactose too.
That
So
sounds
I
so-
took
I
one
know
for the
that
team.
Listen,
I
it's
took one
right
for the
here
team.
in the back of my head the whole time. I'm just waiting until somebody mentions it. And I'm just going to wait because he did 2 cheese dishes. He did a
Two.
quiche
yeah, he's lactose.
and pizza. Are
Yep.
you alive right now? We're seeing the
Listen, I
ghost of-
took Imodium was my milkshake that weekend. I was just drinking Imodium
you're
like it was
brave,
a drink.
man.
I'm like, oh man, but I didn't die. I survived.
I was gonna come in his life because he was like, "Yo, man, I'm cooking pizza."
Yeah, man.
And I was
It's all good.
I was gonna be like, "Yo, you making like vegan pizza? Like, what kind of pizza?"
I was
you-
going to.
I was
going
thinking
to.
the same thing because vegan cheese is like whack.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said I'm not wasting this fucking
That shit
pizza.
doesn't melt right. It tastes weird when
Yeah,
it's melted.
I mean,
I'm not gonna tell you what it
it's
tastes
not
like,
it.
but
I
it tastes
can't.
weird.
Actually, I'm not even gonna lie. I would give them an ad, but they're not paying me. But there's this vegan pizza that I have in my freezer that's dumb good.
Oh, that cauliflower
There's
pizza.
usually
It's
one brand
cauliflower,
that's like
yeah.
awesome. Hey baby,
I think it's called cauliflower power. It's fucking-
cauliflower.
Yeah, it's dumb good.
No, it
yo.
was actually pretty good. Actually,
He had some too. Like,
thinking
yo,
about it.
I probably could have tricked you, and never even told
Yeah.
you. I probably could.
Yeah.
It's that good to where you probably don't
No.
have to tell someone that it's vegan.
that's what the kind of cheese
Yeah.
I like. That's why I was gonna
Yeah.
get the vegan cheese, and then I said nah, and then my girl's looking at me like, "You sure?" I was like, "I'm good."
Like, you sure?
Yo, funny.
Now, excuse me, put that
Any of
back.
you radio personalities
That's
think
what he
you
was
want
telling the pizza.
smoke?
He's like,
Call
I
me
want
Mr.
smoke.
Chimney. I want smoke.
I
Listen.
want the smoke. That's it. But I was good though. I didn't. Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. I was a little gassy, but nothing happened.
You survived.
I survived.
You did.
But yeah, then to close out on that topic regarding the social media and social media fatigue. I just think if people are to that point where you feel like you need a break from social media, you got to unfollow maybe certain people or unfriend. Like, it's okay to unfriend certain people. Like, yo, I unfriended mad people this election.
No, I agree.
Like this whole election recently, and you start to see people's true sides, and even over the summer.
Oh, on Facebook, I had to. I didn't think I would unfollow people because I usually let those idiots stay. You know what I'm saying? I don't usually like kick them out like that. But if I ever have to do that,
You'll be okay.
That means you really did it.
You know, well,
you had to,
I
like-
used to kind of let it stand a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, it's your opinion. It's
Now
cool.
I don't. Nah, I don't. I protect. I'm real big on, and I kind of. Every time I said it for a while, and I kind of didn't get it for a while. And I started kind of implementing it into my life.
One with
like
shrimp and one with
protecting your eyes and kind of protecting what you see, and almost like in a. It sounds so silly, but it kind of does matter. Like he's obviously very extreme to it. He's like, yo, I don't even watch horror movies. He's like, because I'm protecting my energy. And it's like, I can kind of see that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe not intense to where I'm not going to watch horror movies, but it's like certain things I'm just not going to bring into my surrounding. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
but that's just having boundaries, man.
Yeah. And it's,
Like, you know, if somebody feels like they need a break from social media, I tell people take the break, you know, especially if it's not a business, you know.
Yeah.
It is. You know, if it's a personal account, I mean,
Yeah, definitely take a break. if
do
it's a
you
personal
truly
account.
need it? Is
Yeah.
it necessary? You know? But as a business, it's like you have to somehow interact with people.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
That's why it was
That's
difficult.
the point
It's
of
always
making the
needed.
sale. That looks delicious.
Yeah,
Wow.
as a business, it's always needed. But at least I think with the personal though, is like only because people say that and people do that. I feel like that's pretty common. It's like, oh, take the break.
Yeah, for sure. I hear that a lot.
But I don't think they have the conversation of why are we taking the break? Like, why is the break needed? And what can you do to stop that from ever happening in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe limiting time that you're on it, unfollowing certain people. Like why is the break needed? I feel like we need to kind of individually, for anyone that says they need that break, to try to figure out why, so they could stop it from maybe happening again.
Well, they
Like,
need to
if it's
address
just stress, like why is it stressing you out?
They need to answer a few questions. Maybe like create like a like I don't know, like a checklist to see if you're obsessing over certain things. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to read a book called Hooked, and it was pretty much a book on how they have social media become addicting. And they make people in the Silicon Valley, Apple, Google, they make them read this book. It's like mandatory read. So I said, let me read this book. The shit that I read in this book will blow your mind on how they make social media addicting, just as like a whole.
Oh yeah, it's their job to do that.
It's a job, and they use tactics no different than they use in the war.
Of course.
It's like I'm like, and that's why they make them read the book, because when you come up with something, it needs to be addicting. So then when people take their break, they're essentially going on rehab. It's not just you know what I'm saying? It's not just a break. You're going on rehab after. Like some people, I see them, they're legit. Like they come home from work and they're on their phone. Like they're not working on their career. They're not thinking about something to do. They're just on their phone the entire time.
Yeah. But
it's okay that you're not doing anything like that, like working on your dreams. I don't want to make it seem like you have to do something with your life. No, but the fact that you could be outside, you could read a book, you could do other things.
Sure, exactly. And there's choices in that. And I think that's the foundation of it. You know, are we obligated to use these platforms? No, not necessarily. Right? And especially as newer platforms develop and we kind of leave old ones behind because we find something that's a bit more streamlined and a bit more efficient to kind of what we're working towards. Or maybe, you decide to invest in a company that is a little bit more in alignment with like your values and all of those different things, right? Or if we decide to leave a company because of some things that have happened or the way that things may have been censored or those are also legitimate reasons to not participate in social media as well, because the point about making reading a book or doing some other activity with your time, it's like, again, this is a tool and it is a matter of how we're using it and maybe setting those boundaries for that. Like you made an awesome point in your post about setting a schedule of when to post so it doesn't become overwhelming, and all those are great ways for business owners in the case, again, going back to in the case that you are utilizing this as a way of making a point of sale, then it has to be known.
Yeah.
Or you're scheduling time to be social on like a virtual social playground.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Like it doesn't have to be, it could be for an entrepreneur or non. It's for those two people. Like, you could schedule that time. Okay, I'm gonna watch people's stories. Like a guy I follow all the time, like Sean Stevenson. He was like, you know what? I literally don't even watch stories until a certain time of the day. He was like, because I got caught up just watching people's stories all the time, throughout the day. But then he's like, they're 24 hours. They're gonna be there. If I set my schedule at 9 p.m. every night for 10 minutes. Yeah. I'll take my 10 minutes and I'll watch the stories of my friends that I want to watch them for, versus doing it all throughout the day. So I think it's just
exactly.
It's just like finding what is, because, and I think this was dope to talk about because I think a lot of people can get that feeling of being overwhelmed. Like I said, creator and non-creator. Non-creator, just, you end up looking at, that you're on it all the time. So it's like, okay, well, you got to do your checks and balances. You know what I'm saying? And see what's going on. Like, just stop following all those people that are toxic. You know what I'm saying? For you, or like
first you gotta break down. Like people don't consider things toxic, like especially toxic behaviors. People don't even know that they themselves do it. Let alone that the people around them or what they're looking in is toxic behavior.
Yeah.
Everything is like a lot of things normalize toxic behaviors, and it's frightening. But then who's the whistleblower for these toxic behaviors if it's being glorified?
Yeah, and you're talking about regarding social media as well.
Yeah,
We're
social
still on the
media,
same topic.
television,
Like what? Yeah, like
um,
what's on that screen?
Yeah. I mean, I think we could enable a lot of things by censoring things as well.
Of course.
Because to the point that he's making, you know, what sort of dissenting voice are we going to have some sort of check and balance? There's stake in that one. So it's like, okay, like you have somebody posting stuff. Will we allow other comments of people dissenting on that opinion to be there? Or are we just going to keep deleting them or keep a sort of vacuum? That's not really helpful to anybody, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, but you're talking about the censorship.
Yeah, but I feel like and you do that, and it's like no one's there to explain to you, you know, these are the good things, this is the bad thing, this is why we're doing it. No one's explaining the why, and I think that's where the missing link is between how do I determine why is this bad and why is this good? And there's no one to explain either or. So we just like, oh, I don't like it. Why don't you like it? No one goes past that why they don't like it. They just, because, you know, I just don't. And you're just like, and that's
there's definitely a reason there.
You know, there's a reason, but no one's there to explain that reason. And then that's where I feel like that's where the problem lies. Like Instagram. Instagram is a great tool if used appropriately.
Exactly.
But we're saying like, oh, Instagram is nothing but this, that, and the third. But that's because a mass, like there's areas on Instagram where people are using it properly, and then there's areas where people they don't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who you follow,
and that's not gonna define it. Yes,
exactly.
Who you follow defines it.
Who you follow defines
for sure.
it.
It's how you use the tool again. Like it's kind of funny too, because a lot of people will kind of joke at me sometimes, like even me and you, like people be like, oh, like you didn't hear about this, or you didn't see that, or you didn't watch that. I'm like, no, like I don't.
Yeah, same.
I can once I'm now able to control that. Like back in the day, we couldn't control what was on our TVs. So like you heard and saw everything.
Yeah.
Now I control my YouTube feed. I control all of that stuff to where I only let in what I want to let in. So I don't really get overwhelmed because I have there what I want to enjoy, like what I enjoy. Eric Thomas, like you know it. There's nothing there that's going to get me outside of that realm of what I, you know, what I want. I'll have a couple things here and there that will, you know, I'll help find new things. But, you know, when you can control it, like you can control it. So I think people sometimes forget that, these apps and these platforms, however, there's control. They, you know, they do give you options. They give you screen time, man. Like you have the app, you know, it shuts it off at a certain time. So it's like,
it does, for you know,
you have to self-impose those limits though.
Facebook
ain't gonna do it for you.
But that's what I'm saying. You have to self-impose those limits, and that kind of goes back to that boundary setting and the, you know, even being somebody who works a business, right? You can't be on all the time. So it's like you have to set a limit within certain restrictions to be like, all right, you know what, I'm gonna focus this much time to it, even if it's 5 hours for the business or more or whatever, but when I'm done, so that way you can still have a balance, you know.
And it's crazy because I'm on Facebook longer than I'm on Instagram.
That's your thing, is Facebook, right?
I have both of them on a lock. Like I think Facebook has 2 or 3 hours of time, and I blow past that apparently. And which is nuts to me, because I'm like, what the hell am I on Facebook for? And granted, I'm like, I only post a few things and move on, but like it seems like I'm more reading. I think I'm on there reading more on certain things and comments and whatnot than I am just watching and clicking. Instagram, I know I feel like I subconsciously I open it and I close it. Like I'd be texting and I close it.
You know what's crazy is because since I know you pretty well now, if you went into the world of Twitter, you would love Twitter.
I don't talk.
But no, you don't. Twitter is not. So that's another thing. One day, Jersey Media will do like a social media masterclass. But every platform has what it's really meant for a creator. Twitter is not meant for you to really talk too much.
Exactly.
Twitter, I think, in my personal perspective, is a respond and research. And like you can like if you want to talk and you want to, it's an amazing place to get your your stuff out, your thoughts and everything, right? But I like it for looking at the comments, like the reading part of it, seeing people's opinions, seeing people's thoughts, seeing people's perspectives based on a keyword.
So you're saying it's a research? Because I mean, if I want to find out the truth, I go on Twitter.
Well, not a research, like because YouTube is more like a research. You know what I'm saying?
Mixing it up.
Just kind of, it's more of a respond.
You're responding to
it's kind of more of a response and observation. So observation and a response. Twitter. You gotta get to observe how a lot of people really see their views on a certain topic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you can go down the rabbit hole on Twitter.
Oh,
but
I
just feel
things.
But it's not, I don't think it's good for deeper discussions that require a lot more time.
Oh yeah.
Because I think Twitter, especially, it being a little bit more of a limited in your text, you're kind of more inclined to be witty and quick with a response.
Yeah.
And that doesn't necessarily lend itself to conversations,
Yeah.
So, back to that thing of you want to use the thing that's going to be best for what it is that you're doing. That kind of lends itself to making that process a little bit easier.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough with Twitter because Twitter, you have to, if you really want to get your point across, you have to reply like 4 times sometimes, depending if it's long-winded or not. But yeah, no. But as really, I think as for an observation, you know what I'm saying, and just to kind of like, they all have their things, you know what I'm saying. But I know you personally, you would just get stuck in it.
I mean, I have it on my phone. I had re-downloaded it again.
No, but if you like used it like the way with Twitter, you have to actually search what you want to.
Like YouTube.
Yes, you have to. It's just not really going to randomly come up on your screen unless you're following those people. But you could easily search it, and you're just on a
very specific.
Hole.
Yeah, very specific.
Like you could put your camera name, and it's just going to be like. Whoa.
I'm more of a visual. I think the words put me off.
But you like to read.
I do like to read, but I like to read with visuals. Like
that's probably why you like Facebook, because it's a mix of both.
It's a mix of both, and that's why Instagram is like it's a lot of images. I like it, but I think the reason why I'm on Facebook is because there's a balance between the two. That's why.
That's interesting.
That.
But you see, that's interesting too, because that kind of lends itself to what kind of learners we are and how we can kind of use that to our advantage in analyzing maybe what social media or what direction we could go with creating something that's going to be that's going to pretty much meet our needs as well for learning and putting things out.
This was a good talk. This was a little social media therapy.
Social media I think we need more of that.
Social media therapy.
No, I'm serious, because I'm thinking of it as like business, and then some people are thinking of it like leisure. Like, how does a person that dabbles in business give advice for personal leisure? But maybe I could learn from them. Maybe I can use Instagram as leisure, because I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
There's different methods. That's Princess. She says hello.
Aw.
But that was dope, Nat. It was dope seeing you.
Yeah, it's always nice seeing you guys.
Yes.
Y'all are glowing.
Thank you.
I think it's the backlight.
I bet.
Yeah, it's probably just the light.
Yep, it's the lights.
But what are you about to get into?
I'm gonna eat some food, some lomo saltado.
Wait, I gotta make Nat pizza. Wait, didn't you say you were gonna bring something? I forgot.
Pasteles, but I'm gonna make some fresh ones, like from scratch, because we wasn't left with any. No, for real, seriously, I made 40 of them, and I shared with everybody in my family. Like, we went to Thanksgiving, and it was a lot. but I know how to make it now, and they're awesome. So we're probably gonna have to do that at Joe's house, and I'll show y'all how to do it.
Listen,
because
let's
it takes
go.
a couple hours. So you know what? I might as well just make a freaking video out of it.
Do it. We'll film it.
We're gonna make a
Let's
movie
go.
out of this. It's
it.
gonna be a
because
documentary.
It's it's a traditional recipe just with chicken instead of so maybe we can make it happen. Shit.
Yo, I am with it. We got.
You know what? I'm gonna plan it because I want more pasteles. Hey, I know you want some too.
I'm gonna make pizza that day then.
Oh, look at this guy.
I'll do it first because I know that this is gonna be lengthy. So I'll make the pizza to get you energy, and then we could go give us energy. It's gonna be a team effort.
All right, I'll bring coffee then to give us that extra boost. You know what? Let's schedule this, please. Let's schedule.
Yeah, let's make this a schedule.
Let's do it right now.
Let's
do this now.
What days are good for you, Nat?
Yeah, because it's really you,
Nat. We
Nat.
would have to start early. We gotta start early. Yeah, we gotta start early. Yo, let's get together. Let me see. Oh my gosh, today's Monday.
Yeah, I know. So we're almost in December in a few hours.
We sure are. There we are. Okay. Yo, let's do this Saturday.
I have literally nothing on Saturday.
Let me double.
It feels unsettling.
It feels unsettling.
Oh, I'm doing the ghost chip thing on Friday, Nat.
Ghost chip?
Yeah, it's a ghost chip with the ghost pepper.
Ooh, you're doing that Friday?
Yeah, with
crazy.
Evan.
Oh,
R.I.P.
Yeah, we're doing it here. So he's already scared, but and then my girl's sending me videos of reactions. I was like, no, you're discouraging me to do this right now. It's not.
Just have your favorite drink available.
Oh my god,
which Evan? Evan the show?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know.
Evan, yeah, Evan the show.
But yeah, I'm down for Saturday.
All right, I'm good.
You'll see me surviving. Lit. Hopefully, I'm good then.
Okay.
He'll be all right.
And you know what? Word. And anyway, extra pair of hands in the kitchen ain't never hurt nobody.
Hell yeah.
Word.
So it'll be done pretty quick. All right, cool. I'm excited. Awesome.
What are you shouting out for this week, Nat? What you got? What you got?
I don't know. I haven't really been watching shows or anything like that. I've been reading. You know what? Let me. I got you right now. Hold on.
She got some. What about Zane?
Yeah. Other than cooking, I've been cooking. I beat a game that my girl brought back to me, and apparently I was on the last boss. Believe it or not. So the whole time that she had it, I was on the last boss.
Oh, wow.
But I didn't I went into fighting the last boss and I was like, oh shit, that was crazy. But I beat the second one before I beat the first one. So
this book right here, it's called Shop Gal. It's called Shop Gal by Imani Brown, and it's pretty much just a memoir of her coming up as a tattooer, and just talking about her journey a little bit, and how she started and what kind of motivated her and all of that. And it's awesome. It's super colorful.
I like the cover. I like the design.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's she hand does all this stuff. So she's dope. She's really, really great. So that's what I'm shouting out. Shop Gal.
Let's go.
By
Shop
Imani
Gal.
Brown.
Send me the details too, so I can put it in the description if you can.
Yes, I will.
Word. And yours? Are you shouting out that game? The game you were playing?
Oh, Ori. Blind Forest.
Ori.
You're good.
Good.
What's mine gonna be? Mine is gonna be This Guy's Magazine. This Guy's Magazine. He dropped a fire issue. All right, that issue was nuts. I had to buy a copy myself.
Yeah,
today.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I had to make sure
what
that it wasn't the free one.
Oh my gosh, that's so bad.
I was back. I was like, I know I didn't make a mistake. I fixed them preview.
You thought I was looking at your preview joints again, right? Yeah, I used to jack his shit.
That's funny.
You're gonna see him start selling them on the dark web.
Exactly.
Damn,
I'm like, listen,
cold.
this guy.
I don't know. I got the PDF right now, man. I might leak it.
Oh man, Joe would be the one to leak my film. So what?
Oh my gosh.
I might leak his fucking magazine. It is that fire, yo.
He's gonna put on his OnlyFans.
Yes, I am. But all right, people, it has been fun. Another episode, Therapy Without a Degree.
Yes.
We're not missing anything, are we?
No.
No.
Oh wait, I'm shouting out I'm Zan Studios. Please follow me. I'm
Yes.
Zan Magazine. Follow Nat Cruz, Nat Tattoos,
Exactly. Follow all
things.
of us.
Yeah.
Jersey
Alright.
Media.
Go get your tattoos from Nat. Yes, Jersey
Just go onto my
Media.
website, natcruztattoos.com. It's so easy. Everything is literally the same. I'm the only person with that website. So please.
Fire. You getting all the gunshots.
Yeah. It's .com.
.com.
Fire.
You know you paid in full when it's .com, right?
Right? Exactly.
Hey, you actually know you paid. When you see like a .net or something, it's like, damn.
You're like,
Or
damn, that's just a dot.
dot
That's
Wix.
just a dot WordPress, dot Wix, dot.
All the different dots or .my Shopify.
I ain't
dot
typing that
this.
in.
Right?
Yeah, nope.
Val, what you saying over
yes.
there? Yes, I do use it. Actually, almost every pod except this one. I was lazy. I only wanted to do one camera this episode. But also, people subscribe to the YouTube because we got the show coming up.
Yes, the show about making a show.
Yes, well, that's being released. That's already being out. A show about making a show. You guys get new episodes of that. We just
That's
dropped
my favorite.
episode 4. Did you watch episode 4, Nat?
No, I didn't. That is on my queue tonight.
Yes.
I have it all.
Check it out. It's not too long. Not too long. Oh, look at Val with the BTS of the BTS. Look at her.
The BTS
The
of the
BTS.
BTS. Of the
The
BTS.
BTS.
They see Princess
Yes.
in the window just doing the camera. What if Princess is a camera? Hold on. another concept
gosh.
for another time.
another time. But yeah, subscribe to the YouTube people because you never know. We are working on the show, and you never know what might go up on there, yo. So, is that June in the building?
Yeah.
Yo, what up, June?
They say hi.
June, where you at?
Hold on. They said hi.
Do we get to see him? There he
There he
is.
is.
What's up? What's up?
What up, dog?
Not much, bro. We see you. How you been?
What's up, man? Shit, bro, working, man. You feel me? Got this guitar,
Oh, that was you?
gas.
Yes.
Oh shit! Let me find out. You
gonna be making your own instrumentals like Ryan Leslie?
I'm about to start wilding out here, bro. You feel me? I've been like traveling. I'm like, you know what? I gotta be an instrumental walking.
That's fire.
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta see a performance.
You feel me? You know, I'm always ready.
Yo, keep it up, man.
Yo,
Yo.
ready, man. Yeah,
When you come into the studio, man, you haven't been on the podcast in like fucking 79 episodes. It's been a long
Y'all
time.
let me know, man. Whenever y'all want
We
me to
need
stop
one
out,
a
man.
year from June.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
with it, bro. Whenever, man.
We gonna
You know,
make June
I'm
our
always with it,
season
bro.
finale for every year.
Yeah.
You give me the day and the time, man. I'm there, man.
Word.
Sounds like a plan.
It's that easy, baby. Yeah.
But all right, people, we out of here. Therapy without a degree. Chapter maybe 180. We out.
I think it's 180, definitely. All right, peace.
Eventually, we'll be in the 180s.
Oh, man, I got a lot of stories for these guys now.
Oh shit! I'm ready.